Okay, Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Maidana for the WBA welterweight championship of the world and whatever other titles that Floyd Mayweather's holding at the moment. I've held back on this prediction for a while. You know, the obvious thing to do is to say, Floyd's going to win that fight. You know, Maidana, he's an alright fighter, but Floyd Mayweather win the fight on points. That's an easy thing for us to do as boxing fans or boxing journalists or boxing experts. An easy thing to do, an easy fight to call. And you know, you look at it at first look, you say, yeah, Floyd should win this fight easily. But let's look at the Maidana fight with Broner. Now, coming into the fight, a lot of people, myself included, thought that Broner would outbox Maidana. Maidana would be too slow of hand and foot, and Broner would see the punches come in and respond. Now, this is the first time Broner had fought a true welterweight, a big welterweight, a big punching welterweight. Now, to be fair, Broner showed he had a good chin because he took some big punches in that fight, and I believe that Marcus Maidana's got a 90% knockout ratio. So, you know, and that last 4 fights, I believe, stoppages he's had, apart from the Broner fight, you know, coming up from welterweight. So Maidana can punch, but you know, Maidana's performance was that exaggerated because of Broner's lack of work rate and defensive flaws and lack of footwork, and the fact that he's not a big welterweight, and really was kind of ate himself up to welterweight, and you know, Maidana just found the right guy at the right moment. Or is it the fact are we overlooking a few things? Now, like I said, from the outlook of things, I can imagine 95% of the people think that Maidana will lose his fight and Mayweather will win by unanimous point decision. But there's a few things in this fight now, on Maidana's style, that give Maidana a shot, a good shot. Maidana has an underrated jab, or underrated jab, an underestimated jab. When you use it, it's pretty stiff and pretty useful. And I do believe you need a jab to beat Mayweather. You definitely need to have a good left jab. Maidana has good power. He's got deceiving speed of hand. I wouldn't say he's the fastest in the world, but he's no mug. I've seen him put some combination together on even Broner, and they're pretty decent. Now, the one thing I like about Maidana's style is that he throws a left jab to the body. It looks like he's going to the body, but he comes upstairs with a sneaky left hook over the top, and that was able to slip past Broner's attention. But he got his attention, and it was the left hook that dropped him, I believe, in the 8th round. And he's got an overhand right, but it's not a reckless overhand right. It's an overhand right that is well timed. And if Floyd Mayweather is not careful, he could get hit with that shot as well. Now, it's not to say that Floyd Mayweather is not vulnerable to that punch. He is very vulnerable to that punch. If you look at the fight he had against Mosley, the overhand right caught Floyd Mayweather at the top of the head on the temple. Now, people talk about Floyd like he's some god, he's unbeatable, he's invincible. Floyd's very good, he's got very good skills, but he's not God. And I appreciate Floyd Mayweather and his skills, and you know, pound for pound the best fighter in the world, in my opinion. But there's such thing as time, and there's such thing called the moment, and I believe this is the moment. Because I think that Maidana has the opportunity here to outwork Floyd. I do think he's got the opportunity to outwork him and bully him and to hurt him. Now, Maidana's got a 90% knockout ratio. You have to mind my camera at the minute here because it's a stupid HD camera doing focus. But no, Maidana's got a 90% 90% knockout ratio. And I believe they're saying that he's the biggest puncher that Floyd Mayweather has faced. So, and as I say, Maidana comes in straight lines. Yeah, he may come in straight lines, but he also does mix his punches up from body to head. you know, I wouldn't say Maidana's a dumb fighter. I'd say he's a fairly intelligent fighter, because for him to throw the punches that he threw shows that him and Robert Garcia tackling together with a game plan. I'm sure they have a game plan against Floyd Mayweather. The question mark is, will Maidana be able to change his style if Mayweather's able to counter punch him early? Can Maidana make the difference? Now, Maidana is an experienced fighter as well. He's not like Canelo, where Canelo hadn't fought a lot of the better champions that are around. You know, Maidana's been in there with Alexander, he's been in there with Khan, so he's seen hand speed, and I wouldn't say that Mayweather's faster than Khan with hand speed. So he's seen faster hands than Mayweather. Mayweather is the best counter punch he'll ever would have faced, Maidana, but it's not the hardest punch he would have faced. So if Maidana can absorb what Mayweather puts through on him and can walk through that, and if he can do that, and if he can land that sneaky left hook and that overhand right, there's every possibility if it lands on Floyd, he can hurt Floyd. Every possibility. And like I said before, and he's a very underrated body puncher as well. Go back and look at the punches he threw against Adrian Broner. Okay, people say, you know, Adrian Broner is not the man, but before the fight was announced, everyone was saying, oh, Broner was this and Broner was that. Now the fight's done, everyone say, oh, Broner's a fraud, and Maidana is easy pickings for Mayweather. But is he? What happens when Maidana connects on Mayweather? Will he connect on Mayweather? I think he will. I think he'll give Mayweather a tougher fight than a lot of people are expecting. And it's, like I said, it's very easy to tip Mayweather to win, and I'm not going to tip Mayweather to win this one. I'm going to go with Maidana. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to tip Maidana. People say to me, oh, well, you know what, Mayweather at the press conference was all show. It was a show. He was emotional because it's potentially his last fight, and he really, you know, he's very emotional because it's his last fight. But, you know, there's a lot of things that have been going on, I'm sure you all know about, on social media with Mayweather and his ex-partner, and the abortion, and now Nelly being in a photo with his ex-missus, and you know, those sort of things taking him to the ring is not very good. So Mayweather's a mentally very strong individual, but he's not God, like I keep saying. And if I get it wrong, I get it wrong, hell. But I'm going with Maidana in this one. We're yet to see what happens if Floyd Mayweather gets knocked down, how he responds. We're yet to see that. And we've seen him respond in a crisis against Mosley, but Mosley, let's be honest, shot his bolt in the second round. The other factor I want to bring into this as well is the Alex Ariza factor. A lot of people talk about Alex Ariza as being questionable on what he gives his fighters to drink. I'll tell you this much, that Maidana is going to be in the best shape coming into this fight as well, and he'll be strong. It will be very interesting to see whether the Ariza magic works in this fight as well. Technically, of course, Mayweather is the better fighter. Mayweather has the better resume. But that doesn't stop a wild man, which Maidana is a wild man. He's unpredictable. And he really doesn't give a damn. So, and I think Floyd likes to control things, to be honest. He's always liked to control things. And I think someone like Floyd Mayweather, when you fight him, you've got to be able to take him out of his stride. And I believe that Maidana's got the tools to do that. Whether he does it is another matter altogether. But I'm going with Maidana. The moment is the moment that Maidana hits Floyd, and we see Floyd having to get off the canvas for the first time in his career to win a fight. That's the moment. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know a lot of you Mayweather lovers are going to turn and say to me, "Oh, how can you not support Mayweather?" Well, I can support Mayweather. I love Mayweather, but I'm not sure about this fight. Let me know what you think. I'm out.